guys, this is Justin Robbins with Moving to Utah 101. I have my preferred lender here, Jimmy.
Hey guys, how are you?
Who are you with, Jimmy?
So I work for U Mortgage. We're a national mortgage broker. We're in 45 states currently, obviously Utah being one of them. I run the local branch here.
Nice. So you're able to connect anybody with any one of those 45 different states.
Exactly, and if you need help outside of there, of course, I have people in the other states. I mean, we're not in Alaska, Hawaii, Indiana, weirdly enough, Virginia, and I believe Massachusetts.
Cool.
Right now.
Cool.
Nevada. So I guess we're in 44 states.
So and if you look at any of the previous videos, we discussed the top 10 states people are actually moving from to Utah. Sounds like all those states he's actually licensed or able to perform the duties of a loan officer out there. So anyways, Jimmy is probably my absolute favorite when it comes to VA. Not only getting the VA deal done, but just everything he does for our servicemen and servicewomen. He's huge proponent of our veterans, and that's why I wanted to bring him on here. The number one thing I really want to hit at home with this video is why someone as a seller should accept a VA offer, because most of you know VA's zero down generally. Sometimes they may or may not have a huge amount of earnest money. That being said, why should a seller accept a VA offer over another offer?
Well, I mean, so there's obviously a misnomer over history. In the past, it was about appraisals, but on average, the average VA borrower has a better credit score than most, and actually they have more liquid assets, and it's guaranteed money. So if they're active duty, they get money for housing. So, but the biggest reason, frankly, to be honest with you, it's a service to our veterans. They're putting their lives on the line every single day. They've earned the right to use 100% financing. Do they have to? No. Do they have the money that they could do FHA or conventional? 100%, because I've had plenty of them do it. But they've earned that right. They've put their lives on the line. Obviously, yes, they signed up for it. Yes, that was what they knew may come. But again, most of us don't want to deal with that. Part of when I got into lending 6 years ago, I started focusing on VA because I watched what my brother went through when he came back from Iraq. He was in the Marine Corps. And so I decided that if I can make life easier for a veteran, I'm going to. Now, for me last year, about 37% of my business was VA loans, which was a lot. I did 94 VA transactions last year. So I'm part of some different groups, and I'll give a shout out to one of them. If you're online and you're a veteran watching this, go to Vetted VA on Facebook and join. Make sure you answer all the questions. They'll kick you out. There's no swearing, so keep that in mind, right? But you can go ask all the questions you have with zero solicitation. You're not going to get solicited by USAA or Navy Fed or any of those things,
nice.
Right? I'm happy to answer any questions you ever have. Don't with that, zero expectations. The goal is to make sure that we protect our servicemen and women. Obviously, where we're sitting today, we're 10 miles north of an Air Force base, the largest Air Force base in the Intermountain West. So, and it's also the second largest employer in Utah. So, it's valuable for us because a lot of the economy here is based on the military. And so we're seeing, a market that was super tough this year where people were literally paying 10, 20, 30, 40 grand over, which frankly, a lot of my veterans could do, but I wouldn't recommend they do it either, in the grand scheme of things. So, but again, they've earned the benefit, so you should take that into consideration. Obviously most of us, it's not that we couldn't serve, we chose not to serve. There's a difference.
Yep. And he hit something hard to home for me a little while back. He says, when you ask what your deposit is or what your earnest money is on your offer, a VA, they've done that. They've done that with their life. Some of them have given their life. Others have given their family life. They've given time away from their family, time watching their kids grow up. So quite frankly, I'm just going to be blunt. They damn well deserve to get their offer, if it's a full price offer, chosen over someone else's offer. It is what it is. I'm going to be blunt on that. Probably the favorite thing I enjoy working with Jimmy on is he's like me. If you're looking for someone to, fluff you up full of a bunch of bullshit, that's not me. If you want someone to seriously take your best interest in mind, show you 100 houses if it needs be, that's me. If you want someone to be a straight shooter, that's me. That's why I like Jimmy. He's not going to feed you a full bunch of BS. He's not going to give you a sales pitch. He's cut and dry. He's professional, but he's not going to feed you, on this huge long string of saying, oh yeah, we can get you done here, we can get you done. No, it's cut and dry. Either he can do it or he can't. If he can't, he's going to lay out a great game plan with you as long as you're willing to put the effort in to make sure that by a timeline you both see as a fit timeline for you guys, he's going to work with you to get that done. Do you want to explain, I guess, a little bit maybe what people don't know about VA loans who are looking to get a VA?
Yeah, I mean, a couple things obviously for the veterans watching. So there's a big misnomer that you can't have more than one VA loan at a time. That is false. You could actually have veterans have 3 VA loans currently. So because obviously, depending on what your duty station is, you may have bought something that was 120 grand somewhere else, right? And our market's a little bit different. So you can have multiple VA loans. Obviously, you know, the fact that VA loans don't appraise, unlike conventional, is also a misnomer. They said, you know, on average, 92% of conventional appraisals came back at value. 91.6 or 7 VA loans came back at value. Basically the same thing. Yeah. So obviously, you know, mind you, the VA is going to have a little more strict limitations about what they'll accept, peeling paint, things like that. But that's a big thing. The other thing is rates on a VA loan are probably 0.5% better than conventional on almost every borrower. Then if you get below 700, they're more like 0.75% to 1% better sometimes, because conventional rates are sheerly based on credit score, whereas the magic of a VA loan is once you're at 660 and above, the rate's about the same with a broker like myself. Now, mind you, there's a lot of lenders that'll charge you more for lower scores, and understandably so at a certain threshold. But with us, you know, at 660 to basically 720, you're about the same.
Cool. And I know so I've been in the business 14 years. You've been in the business
6.
6. Before I met him, I've had different service members, service women who have used USAA. They're great to work with, don't get me wrong, but the fact that I can call them on a weekend or at 7 o'clock at night, 8 o'clock at night, and to be honest with you, Jimmy's able to get better rates, just hands down, better deal for the, for the borrower. So that being said, again, USAA has their place. They have great service, but as far as an agent, as far as what I would like my clients to see, I would rather them use someone like Jimmy, so that way if we are making an offer at Sunday night at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, he's sitting down having turkey dinner with his family, he'll answer the phone. He'll shoot me over pre-approved.
I think the biggest issue is nothing against the big boys of the world, but they're not local. They don't have a feel for the market. They don't know what taxes and insurance cost here. So when you get a loan estimate back and all of a sudden it's 10 grand in closing costs and you need it all as a veteran, and I can do the same thing for 6, that doesn't bode well for them. And so, just because you get caught up in the ether is what we like to call it, that, your bank and your credit union, USA or Navy Fed, because you've been with them since you came out of boot camp. They're good at what they do. They're great for a bank, but for lending purposes, 9 times out of 10, and really 98 times out of 100, we're going to be able to do better for you and close much faster in a much less painful way.
Cool. We'll keep this video short so that way everybody can get the information they need without having to watch it forever. So do you want to give them your information? I'll also put it down in the details as well.
Yep, Jimmy Hobson. Obviously, my email, if you need me, is jhobson, Hobson, at umortgage, like you, mortgage.com. You can call me, my cell phone, 801-979-6365. Obviously, broadcast the world. You can find me on every platform there is. Just look up Jimmy Hobson. I'm on, obviously, YouTube. I'm going to be tagged in here. I've got Facebook. I've got Instagram. I'm even on TikTok because I got friends on TikTok that told me I had to be there. So, but yeah, any questions you ever have, reach out to me. If I cannot help you where you are located, I know the best VA lenders in America.
Cool. And again, I'll put all his information down in the description, all his links to his social profiles. If you're wanting to start looking at some houses or start discussing your housing plan, give me a call, 801-499-0214. Call or text, day, night, weekend. If I'm available, I'll answer. And I guess other than that, stay tuned. We'll do some more videos. Like, subscribe, hit that button. See ya.